Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sisters Code Corner First Edition, brought to you by the ROCCG Shekinah Glory Sisters. And good afternoon, Mitchell. Good afternoon, Blessing. Good afternoon, sis. We are so glad to be here today. And today we'll be talking about something interesting, and we'll be talking about healthy living, right?
Yeah.
So, to keep the ball rolling, I think you should go first.
Okay. So we all know what the Bible says about our body. You know, we are the temple of the Holy Spirit, right? So we want to make sure that we take care of this temple while we're here on earth, so that we can honor what God has to do while we're here on earth. And so that means having a good diet, right? That means drinking water. That means exercising. That means eating proper nutrition and getting rest. A lot of people think, oh, I don't need sleep, but you need proper rest in order to keep yourself in good health. So those are just some of the practical things that we need to do in order to keep our physical body in good health. And me, myself, personally, I have nine foundational steps that I live by called Thrive. So you want to spend time with God. That's for your spirit person.
Yeah.
You want to help others. So don't you feel good when you help others and you see them smile? It makes you happy. You want to make sure you rest. So that's some people that's 6 hours, some people 8 hours. For me, it can be 10. You want to invest in yourself. That can be reading books, but also self-care. Making sure you're just, me personally, I take Saturdays off. I disconnect from the world, from everybody, and I just pour into myself. I make sure my cup is running over so that when I'm meeting people, I'm not mad, I'm not stressed, I'm overflowing with joy, love, and peace. And I make sure I voice my confessions. I do that every day. You know, the pastor just told us they got to speak to the mountains. You know what I mean? And then visualize my future. You know, you want to have the end. You know, it says have the end in mind. So I know what I want for my life. I know what I want for my family. I know what I want my family to look like, and I know where I want us to live. And also expect things good to happen. Always have a positive outlook. You know, have that half glass full instead of half empty. You know, Sister Margaret said that you need to be the light in the world. You know, be the light when people see you. When we go to the market, like we went to the market this Saturday, the people are so happy to see us. The fish market, they're like, oh man, the hamster. Who gets happy to see their customers like that? You know what I mean? Because we spread the light, you know, when we see them. And then once again, exercise. You know, try to exercise at least 3 to 6 times a week, and then eat healthy. If you can't eat it all the time, at least 75% of the time.
I think you're going to finish.
So that's my thrive.
Thank you so much. So I would like to ask you, how would you say you practice living healthy? As in, what are the things you do? Do you think you're living, because if I ask a lot of people actually think eating burgers on Sunday, going to McDonald's to take ice cream on Tuesday, then coming back to eat a whole bowl of chicken, and that means they are actually living life they are enjoying. So what do you think about, how do you say you are living healthy, you're staying healthy? How do you
I can say that by eating good diet, good food.
So what are the good food? For example, something like that, I feel like if I take a bowl of rice and I actually need to wash it out with 1 liter of Pepsi, then I think, you know. So do you get That's healthy.
That's healthy also.
You really?
No. Okay. Like in the morning.
Let's hear.
You have to eat something light in the morning.
Okay.
You understand? And in the afternoon, you can take something like burger.
Okay.
And at night also, eat light food. That's how you can live healthy. You understand? By eating light food, not heavy food all the time.
Okay. So it doesn't matter what you are saying. What of you now? You mean it doesn't matter what we eat, what we put in?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
To be factual, it matters. No, it actually matters because there are some people, when you don't keep to a routine or you don't watch your weight, you're going to exceed that limit, that you've been putting for yourself. Like she said, she actually basically she has said it all. You need a routine. You need to do something. But for me, healthy means happiness. As long as I'm taking whatever makes me happy, I feel like, oh, you know, even if you try to be what's it called, to keep to a diet, and you know, some people they will be having
Cravings.
is it, yeah, and then maybe they are forced to take salad or something, but they're not happy. You like,
Let me just eat
Yeah,
it.
but there's actually a school
you
of
might not
thought,
be, you know, you're not healthy. You
Yeah.
understand, because you're not happy. But when you're happy doing what you love or what you love eating, you know, at least you will be glowing. At least that's the
Yes,
part of it.
yes,
But the
yes.
truth of it is, to be realistic, we all need to, you know, watch it sometimes. It is important to live, how will I put it, to live in a way,
balanced-
to live in a way you'll be proud of.
Okay.
Because if you're overweight, you yourself, there's no way you'll be proud of yourself. So like she said, you need to take a lot of waters, you need to know, but for me, swallow rice, Pepsi.
Okay,
And it
so
depends on the body at times. Oh.
yeah.
At times, it
Yes,
depends.
you're
You might
right.
be eating more than me, and
No,
depends.
I can even believe I'm eating more than you. It's possible. I have a
Yes.
friend that if you look at her, she hardly takes anything all day. But she has a bigger body.
like me.
It's your
So,
body.
and for me, sometimes there are times that in a day I might just eat once. There are times I can take like four meals in a day. It's just about the gym. My dad has a very small
Exactly.
stature. He has let me say a baby gym. So even when I'm eating and all that, you won't know, because probably when you look at me like, oh, probably she's just a young girl. And when I tell you my age, you'll be surprised. So it's not about what you eat sometimes. It's about the body. It's about your gym.
Okay, so let me come to you now. So what do you think? We have two sides of the coin now.
Yes.
She said, Rita said you have to, exercise, follow some routine and all, but
And
both of them said it doesn't matter what you put into the stomach, as long as you stay healthy, we have with that. Okay, now she said sometimes. Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay. Because there's a program I do watch back then from even online. My 600 pounds. You see, from what you said, that whatever gives you joy, you're okay with it. Most times it's not true. Because I've come to realize, even from what I've watched recently or in time past, you see, the love eating burger, and it happened that it's causing them harm.
Yeah. There's
It's
some
causing
things.
them harm.
Yeah.
Though we love to eat everything, but for our own health, we just have to watch it. You might look slim and you feel, I'm not looking
Yeah, the
fat,
calories,
but
the cholesterol level.
the harm, those food are causing in our body. It might not happen that moment, you might not see it. Nobody prays to see it in future. So it's important we stay healthy. You don't have to go to the gym if you cannot go to that. Like my sister and I were talking, even on Instagram, she was chatting me. You walk, you can take a walk, 30 minutes walk
Yeah.
or a 1 hour walk.
Yeah.
She said drink water, it's very good. I don't used to drink water, but before, but
Yeah, now,
I tell
same
you,
here.
I try to drink water
Same
as
here, I
much
can
as
go a day
possible.
without taking water
But
before.
she said, your body type, at times I don't even eat. But when I don't eat, that's when I find myself gaining more weight. But when
Yeah,
I tend
I've heard
to
of
eat
that.
and eat healthy,
Healthy.
my body becomes good and fantastic.
Yeah.
So all in all, to cut, to just summarize everything, it's important we eat healthy. Eat fruits, orange,
Yeah, fruit.
apple, even if it's even if it's one of the type of fruit in a day, it's good.
Yeah, to buttress that, I remember reading something that sometimes what you eat, like she said, might not necessarily make you fat, but it can cause you harm. There are some that they said, oh, taking too much of French fries, most of us love French fries, and it's oily. Apart from the fat, I heard that it can cause cancer or such things like that. So sometimes
everything causes cancer nowadays. Like
really?
literally everything
Because
causes
I heard that
cancer.
if you take too much
Except
of it,
fruits and
it
vegetables.
might harm you. So
Yeah.
of
Even
course, you
fruits.
have to limit something like
Even
fruit.
fruits,
Yeah,
fruits. If you don't take it, like on
Many
an
people
empty
go for
stomach,
organic
most
ones.
times, yeah.
There's a
So
lot of
I don't
cancer.
get that. You have to take fruit on an empty stomach.
Well, no,
Yeah.
with the chemical, with now everything is
Pesticides
with
and
pesticides and
Yeah.
chemicals. But you got, even if you can't buy the organic, make sure you clean it. So we clean ours with baking soda and vinegar. We let it sit in there and then rinse it out with water. So there's like 12 of the most contaminated. You can actually Google it, so you can know which foods are the most contaminated. Like apples, they put a lot of pesticides on apples to protect them from being eaten by different insects. So you want to make sure you clean those thoroughly before you eat those.
Yeah.
Okay, so on this note, we're just going to end here, and I would like to
It
end.
wasn't 30 minutes.
No. Like,
You have been fun.
yeah,
She's having fun.
no, but we need to round up, and we need to round up by exposing ourselves to the things, to the base, to some things that we can actually do, the habits we can cultivate. For instance, in my house, when I cook chicken, I peel off the skin, the flesh, because it has lots of fats. And funny enough, you will agree with me that that is the most delicious.
But it's not good
I was about to say, my God, you're killing me.
That's
But you
the
can
most
take that, you
sweetest
can take
part.
that if
Once in a while.
you put it in oven.
No,
Fry
even
it.
with over. No, that I was
Actually,
gonna say that I don't fry.
Stuffs.
We
Yeah,
don't
I
fry.
like
We don't fry.
fried chicken.
We actually use the oven to roast.
Yeah.
We don't fry. So I think if you can stay off the limit of frying, then as much as we can, for example, the part of the world where I come from, when we cook, your soup, especially soup or stew, how it tastes depends. Like you can actually size up the taste of the soup based on the look. And this is judged by the number of oil you have.
Yeah.
Like it's so oily, like you understand. So you can stay off that also. Your soup don't have to look greasy before you eat. It's delicious. So, and then for us cooking, we use olive oil. Yeah, we use olive oil. Reduce the salts. There was a time, the man behind the camera, Rafemi, the son came to my house, and that day I decided not to add salt to my rice. The children, all the 3 boys in my house, they did not eat the food either because it was like tasteless. But really, my mom-in-law said, whatever your mouth, your tongue likes, enjoys, tastes nice to you, it's an enemy of this. And whatever is an enemy of this kills your body. So we can stay off those things, like do away with carbonated drinks, fizzy drinks. You don't need them. You don't need them. You can take.
You can do it in moderation though, because
Yeah,
I
I
do it
know,
when you will not find any soda in our house when he's not there. But that's something that he likes, so I allow him to have that.
But
I allow him to have that.
But let me ask us, as much as we take these carbonated drinks, do we care about our guts?
Yeah.
A lot of things that manifest outside our skin is from the gut. If your gut is unclean, then your body naturally is unclean.
Yeah.
So how do we take care of our guts? By taking things that have probiotics. So you can easily get them from your guts.
And it's a certain type of yogurt, not
Yeah, Greek yogurt. Yeah.
Kefir. That's really good. Kefir.
Yeah. So we can do that, and then we should try and stay. We have this myth. It's a true. To me, I think sometimes it's a lie. Doctors tell us that we need 8 hours of sleep. But this businessman tells you that you don't have to sleep. You have to stay. Do you understand what I mean? But do you?
As an athlete, and a part of his training is sleeping.
Exactly. Your body needs to. Sleep is like the only natural way God gave man for the body. I mean, man's body to naturally repair itself. That's about the only natural way we have the ability to repair ourselves. And not eating at the right time or being worried causes hormonal imbalance. So that is why you see some people, they are not eating but they are vegan. Because why? Their hormones are not balanced. And that's why we must pay attention on eating vegetables, eat fruits. For example, in my house, it's difficult, but you can cultivate that. The first thing I do in the morning is I take warm water.
Water.
Water. First thing in the morning.
First thing.
It's my routine.
Nothing.
If you're not used to that warm water, but you won't feel comfortable. Sometimes you feel like throwing up.
No, you have to get used to it. You have to get used to it. You have to.
Someone like my professor.
You do it for yourself. It's for you.
Yeah, but the cold water is not good for the health.
No. It's for you. I mean, if I'm go downstairs in the morning, I mean, I'm going to work and I get downstairs and I don't take water, I feel thirsty immediately. Okay, look at the number of hours you spend sleeping. So that means you starve your body with
Yeah.
water. So you need to keep your body hydrated.
True.
That's just basically the reason.
Even the doctor will tell you to soak before you.
And if you don't, your kidney and liver depends on this, you know that. Then also I make sure that the first thing I take in the day is fruits. Yeah, like
I
we
do
used to have.
smoothie as the first thing.
I do. No, sorry. Smoothie, green smoothie.
Yeah.
Immediately after water, I would take green smoothie. So I used to have, spinach, celery, and then apples. Sometimes I do spinach, kale, just because from the some of us are intolerant to milk.
Yeah.
And for you not to be deficient of calcium, you can actually
Vitamin
get
D2.
there from the green smoothies.
Mhm.
So these are the few things that I do. Then I go on to fruits.
Yeah, and those are your vitamins too. And any doctor will tell you that even though you take the multivitamins in a pill form, the best way to take vitamins is the liquid form. And so you're grinding up those fruits and those vegetables, and they're going directly to your
Exactly.
system.
The smoothie can you refrigerate it, or it has to be
No, it
done
has to be
every day
immediate.
Well,
immediately?
no. I
Because
don't know about
sometimes you don't
So
have
enjoy the
the
full
time.
benefits.
Oh,
Because sometimes you don't have the
well,
time
I
to,
keep
you know.
them for me because of time. I actually
Yeah.
have some in the freezer.
Me too.
If you're not pasteurizing it, you keep it in the freezer. But if you're pasteurizing it, you can leave it in the fridge.
Okay.
It is 2 weeks, a week,
That's it.
3 days because to save time. So I just keep it in the fridge.
Then you
all-
take,
Depending on the kind of smoothie you're making.
Favorite smoothie.
Yeah.
The one she
And
just talked
smoothie.
So
about.
what I do
And
is I got the Ziploc bag to get
Yeah.
from the grocery store, and I just buy my everything. You know, I cut up my apples, I put them in there. I cut up my bananas,
Vegetables, I put in there,
Cut up
exactly.
my spinach, put it in there.
And then I label
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So when you come out and just put it in your
Frozen and it's
blender or whatever.
That's better
And
than
it
Yeah,
takes-
that's
it
what I'm
takes
saying.
a lot of
It's
It's
time.
not blended yet.
Okay, not
No,
blended.
just
Okay, that's what I meant.
Oh, I was asking about blended.
It's more healthy that way.
Yeah, and another way
Not
so I
blended.
clean it before. So once it comes from the market, I go ahead and clean everything. You know, with the baking powder, with the baking soda.
So how do you do this cleaning actually?
Yeah. So I just put I soak it. Yeah, and then I put in baking
How
soda.
much vinegar do you have?
It's probably like a cup and a half. Probably not that
Like the
much.
cup. What
Yeah.
was
The
the
cup.
ratio? Yeah.
Cup. No, I use a cup.
Not
Oh yeah, because I want it to be clean.
That's
I use like
too
two
much.
cups. That's too much.
Okay.
It's too much. Okay, and then I see the fizzle in it. You know, the fizzle, then the water, then I let it sit for a little while, and then I put it out and I let it dry.
What's the quantity of the baking soda?
What is it?
The baking soda.
The quantity, like how much
I just
You just
sprinkle it.
I did not measure it.
Yeah, I don't measure. Yeah.
Okay, and I would also like to encourage us to eat more of fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't like fish, you can buy omega-3 and it's really
Omega-3 fatty acids.
Better than chicken and meat
Yeah,
and beef. It's
yeah.
much better than beef.
Type.
Yeah, I'm not the beef type too, but I tend to
What
take
about mini
chicken.
beef?
So
I tend to take chicken.
And I think she said the proper way you should do it, you know, is removing the skin
Yeah,
off
yeah,
of it,
I
you
do
know,
that.
beef.
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you can, you know, bake it. And if not, when my husband taught me this, he steams his fish. So what he does is he'll put in like, you know, he blends onions and garlic,
Yeah.
I think something else, and he puts it in, and he puts the chicken inside the pan, no oil, and then put that blended vegetables and he steams it on top of the stove. And I'm like, oh, okay, instead of adding oil.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I think we can write off for today. At least
Yeah.
I know how viewers has given us two
Yeah.
things about staying healthy. You have to drink a lot of water. What else do we do? Rest.
Rest,
Rest.
exercise.
Do not skip your breakfast except you're fasting.
And exercise is not always going to the gym.
No.
About that breakfast, okay, let's say maybe I'm tired and I woke up 12 p.m. or 1 p.m.
Most times
Most
I wake up late.
Yeah, so I skipped my breakfast.
So I started.
You know that sometimes you sleep late and then you wake up, you sleep late, you wake up late. You know, you skipped your breakfast. So,
Well, I do intermittent fasting. I don't eat until 12. So what I do, I have an 8-hour feasting time, and then the other 16 hours I don't eat, and 8 of those 16 hours is sleep. So that works for me. It doesn't work for everybody else. I have a larger frame, and so my weight, every time I eat, it immediately goes to my thighs and my
Like
stomach. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. So I tried different things, eating every 3 hours, all that, and I just found out that this works better for me. And I tell everybody, you have to do your own science project. And my friend said, no, you're a kingdom project. Especially last year when I approached 40, I was trying to lose weight to fit in this dress. I had to find out what worked for me. So I tried this, tried that, tried this. I was like, okay, this is what works for me.
So you have to know your body, what your body
Yeah.
requires. Okay, so on this note, we're going to hang because it looks like maybe we'll continue later.
Part 2.
Yeah, so on this note, rest well, take enough water, go for great smoothies,
Go for a walk.
go for a walk, be happy,
Yeah.
glow,
It's very important to glow.
So thank you so much for staying with us and watching. We'd like to see your comments. How do you feel about this video? What other tips do you think we can, or routine do you think we can follow to live a healthy life and keep fit? Until then, thank you for staying with us. This is the Sisters